Hopefully we'll be talking about the right subject. Man, it's been a rough morning. Got about 30-mile-an-hour winds. Hey, Mike. Got about 30-mile-an-hour winds, man. I've been freaking terrified. But I'm heavy as heck. So, it's been okay, but it's calmed down a whole lot compared to... It's calmed down a whole lot compared to what it was before.
Follow the highway for 8 miles.
Oh, hold on. Give me a 1 if I sound okay. Some kind of rain or whatever it's just going through. I'm on I-90. I'm at the top end of Chicago. Great. I'm at the top end of Chicago. Might be going through Chicago. I keep on forgetting which interstate does what. I'm about to go over a bridge, but the bridge slows down. I think like 45 or 55 or something like that. But yeah, I'm in Chicago right now. I had to remember that. Pull over and Google, Central Time Zone. What, am I in Central? Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I can screw up. I can screw up anything in an instant, and not even on purpose. But that's why I sit there laughing. I was just thinking, I'm going to be celebrating my wife's birthday. She's going to be turning 60. She's going to be turning 60 in the next couple of, in about a week or so. And I don't want to make it about me, because every time I say something, it sounds like it's about me, but it's kind of sort of not. But I got to change my speech a whole lot. I don't want it to sound like it's about me, but the last 10 years has been wonderful compared to my pathetic life. You know what I mean? We do not realize that we're living such a negative life until someone positive comes in it. I didn't realize how negative my life was until she came into my life and made it positive. And and a lot of times with the day and age, everybody's like, don't let them know they got the power over you. Well, it's too late. One, it's too late. You got me. And two, even if you got the power, hopefully you won't turn it into something bad. So I got to learn how to give somebody my trust, and after 10 years, I've learned to trust her, even though sometimes she can be a little, you know what I mean? But when you surround yourself with positive energy, when you surround yourself with positive people, you don't realize how that change affects you as a whole. I was going to do a short, but I don't think nobody really will understand that until my mid-40s, when I met Norma, I technically never owned nothing that was mine. Even when I got a car, my first wife would just take it, and I'm stuck with the junk. nothing was technically mine. And we were so broke that we couldn't even afford real furniture. Half the stuff was hand-me-downs. I mean, I even had a recliner that I found on the street, cleaned it up, and that was my seat. You know, because we were broke. I met this woman that showed me how to change my life, showed me how, and didn't sit down and show me, but I sat there and watched her, because that's how I learn. When I watch somebody do something right, somebody positive, hey, good morning, associate. When I watch somebody do something right, I tend to gravitate towards, you know, I get attracted towards, you know, that as a positive thing. And, you know, I move towards all of the positivity of something as simple as pay your bills. I was never taught to pay your bills. I know that sounds stupid, but I was never taught to pay your bills. And I was telling you yesterday, I lost my bill book, but I write all my bills in there to, you know, keep up on it. And I learned how to get a bill book by watching her. She said, yeah, I ain't got no more money in the bank, but all my bills are paid. I was like, wow. Is that how you gain all of this stuff? And, you know, it just didn't dawn on me. And I feel stupid even saying it, but I've said it over the years. Watching someone positive and being around someone positive and someone giving you positive, even though it hurts sometimes, positive affirmations, positive understanding, positive, even though sometimes it felt negative, it's still positive, because sometimes it takes them a while to learn you. And I said, you gotta learn how to talk to me. I'm not your typical person. You know, you got to figure out how to get that across. And over the years, she's figured it out. Over the years, people close to me have figured out what to say and how to say it so I can understand it and ingest it and use it. Everybody's different. If you want to be a dick, I'm never going to listen to you. I'm actually going to shut down. Because I grew up with a father like that. I'm never going to do it. It's just me. It's nothing personal. But I shut down. But if you find a way to say something to me that's going to get across. I remember, look, type 2 diabetic, full swing, full tilt boogie. 300 plus. I was a 44 in weight going up. I don't know what the next size up was, but I was about to go there. And I remember Norma had came up to me and just put her hand on my face and said, look, I finally found you and I want you around. She didn't say I need you to lose weight, fatso. Lose weight, fat boy. She said, I need you around. I don't want to lose you. And even though, I mean, I lost a lot of weight drastically, gained some back, lost it again, gained some back. But each time I've lost more and more. Each time I tried more and more. Each time that I fell down, I got back up, dusted myself off, and tried even more. And the reason is because of that positive affirmation. No one said I need you. No one said I want you in my life. Everybody in this hour, everybody's out there to get you. You all know it. Everybody has their reasons. And when something goes wrong, they run for the hills. But every once in a while, you find someone in your life that doesn't go running for the hills. Man, this road is bumpy as heck. That's why, you know,
Keep right.
I always say this at the end when you know, I'm saying coming up next, wellness with Frugal Mama, positive affirmations and fashion sense. The positive affirmations, people don't realize that a lot of times when you're living in a negative situation, a negative life, that's all you know.
1/4 of a mile. Keep right toward Interstate 90.
When you're living in a negative situation, that's all you know. That's all you're attracted to, because that's all you know. You get people that get into these men that beat on them and crap on them, and
Now keep right.
you've been abused for so long that you don't know no better.
Follow the highway for 3 miles.
You think that's attention. Jesus, man. You think that's attention. That's not attention. That's abuse. That's someone taking advantage of your situation. And you know, sorry behind people, male or female, or just like sharks in the water, they can smell blood a mile away. They can smell blood miles away. They can take advantage of. I don't want to take advantage of nobody. I don't make a lot of money. I'm broke, but I'll give you my whole life if you just treat me right. But I kept on picking the wrong person. And you know what? It's so funny. I gave up of dating and everything. I gave up because I didn't know what I was doing. I was lying on online things and everything. I was lying. And I remember I started erasing everything. I tell the story all the time, but I don't tell the other part of it. Because I was just getting over a horrific truck accident. And I remember I erased everything on my online profile. I was about to delete it. And I said, I like to walk. The other part of that I like to walk was I like to walk to the fucking liquor store. I know that sounds sad. But I meant it at that point in my life. Because I needed counseling. I needed to deal with such a tragic accident. And I didn't have the money to go deal with it. Even to this day, I sleep in the back of the truck with the curtain open. It was just tragic. But I met someone who turns out to be my future wife, and she said, I like to walk too. I didn't realize she really meant that this. And from the day forward, she still walks. She still walks and doesn't stop walking. And, you know, it's so funny. The other day I was walking. I'm so used to walking now. When I walked to this outlet mall, and you know, it wasn't that far away. But I got there so quick. And I realized I'm looking at the distance. I was like, oh man, I gotta walk back over there. My feet was on fire because I got really bad flat feet. But see, the thing is, I would have never did that. I would have never got out. I would have been one of those people that you see get out the truck, get out the 18-wheeler, and it tilts to the left. The airbags are screaming.
Keep right toward Interstate 90 local.
The airbags are screaming, help me. This fatso's getting out of the truck. But the positive affirmations from this woman said, I need you to be around. We get new drivers that they're so quick to, oh, why'd you get so big?
Follow the highway
Because
for 2 miles.
it's a sedative with it. You're sitting for 10, 11 hours a day. You're juked up on coffee and monster drinks and you're eating food because you got nothing else. I got YouTube because I'll be yelling, but you're juked up. You're tearing your insides out because you don't know no better that maybe you need to get some beetroot juice or some ginger, certain teas that would help you. You don't have compression socks on and to keep the blood flow from your feet so they don't swell up. You don't keep an eye on the salt. But when I had someone positive come into my life, I started figuring, hey, hold up. Things starting happening. Life's starting to be a little halfway decent. That positive affirmations, and even the fashion sense. I used to, before I met Norma, all I had the clothes was for the company I worked for.
In 3/4 of a mile.
But now we're going to celebrate her birthday. When I go home, I got to buy a new shirt, a new pair of black dress pants, and get them, taken in or whatever, however you do it. And I'm going to shave, and I want to do everything nice to have that fashion sense. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be around a whole bunch of more
Keep right to take exit 53B toward Interstate
positive people. We're so used to you get into the survival mode and you got nothing but hate and hurt in your heart. You got, Christians, I love y'all to death.
Now keep right.
But you got to learn that some of this stuff is hate and hurt.
Follow the highway.
And you say, well, just follow John 3, John this or Matthew this. Well, explain a little bit further, bro. Tell them how you did it. Tell them how you didn't give up on God. Tell them how in, a major truck accident where you almost died and you cried out to God. Whatever, everybody tries to sound holier than thou. I didn't sound holier than thou. I was yelling at God and I was pissed. I said, whatever the fuck I did, I'm sorry. I don't want to die like this. I want to live my life. I'm not, everybody says, I want to, be rich. I don't want all that. I just want to live a normal life. I want to learn. I want to enjoy. But I was such a negative person in a negative environment, and it's just like, Jesus, it was just so bad. I remember when me and Norma, when we finally got married, and I was enjoying it, and I realized I never even owned a dresser, and we went shopping for a dresser. And I looked at that dresser. I cleaned it off the other day and left it a mess. But even when I get home, I'm gonna get some Windex and the wood stuff clean and clean that top of that dresser off and straighten out my dresser. Because mine, I never had nothing like that before. I never had stuff to appreciate. That's why I buy lawn care stuff, because I want to own something. Even though, hey, I could actually start a business. Maybe one day I'll get the nuts. We're coming through, I think that's downtown Chicago. Sorry, the windshield's kind of screwed up, the lights. But I just wanted to own something. And the thing is, I'm not
In 3/4 of a mile. Keep left.
I'm not a simp. I just grew up around a lot of violence. And I swore I'd never be that person. Got it in my blood. I got it in my blood. But I said I would never be that person. Till this day, I mean that. But when you, and I was talking to my wife the other day, when you have two givers come together, see, a lot of times a giver will be attracted to a taker. And that will never work. And then you wonder why you're miserable.
Keep left toward Interstate 90.
But if you have two givers that come together and become something, you make life worth living. Because they look to give. They give their hearts, they give their mind, their bodies, their souls. They give their everything.
Keep left.
I remember
Follow the highway for 2 miles.
Norma said, "What did you want for Christmas?" I said, I want a utility trailer. Because I was going to buy I bought a burnt up stand-on lawnmower. I just knew I was gonna fix it up and I'm gonna sell it for $10,000. If that wasn't the dumbest idea I ever had. But she bought it. She got it for me. And I remember when she got it, I bought a bag of cement. I could just put it in the back of my pickup truck. I put that bag of cement in the trailer, and I drove around with that trailer hooked up to my pickup truck for a week. For a freaking week. Just touching the lines and enjoying it. Move that positive affirmations. That positive life, you can do it. You can make something of yourself. When you make something of yourself, you start uplifting yourself and becoming someone positive.
Keep right.
Okay, hold on. 9094. I'm gonna be a little quiet. Everybody waking up here in Chicago. Jesus, let me get over. What the heck? Well, I want to get off that exit. The bridge was 9-6. Who knew? When you're driving a truck, you want to always look for 13.6, ladies and gentlemen. 13.6. I just spotted a truck. He just drove into my blind spot.
Keep right toward Interstate 90.
Okay, hold on. Come on, bro. Well, a lot of people don't know. Coming through like downtown Chicago, right here,
Now keep right.
the speed limit is 45. You see how these guys are flying?
Follow the highway for 7 miles.
Isn't that crazy? The speed limit is freaking 40. And my AI camera, he got, please slow down. I heard you. Please slow down. I heard you. Slow down, fool. You see something here? Come on, bro. Stay in your lane, bro. These local drivers be flying so fast, but they can't even stay. I'm staying in my lane. Stay in your lane, bro. Jesus. Okay, where are we going here? It said 43B. We need to find 43B. 90 West, 43B. Where we at? Where we at? 43B. Hold on. I'm gonna be late because around like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm coming through Indianapolis, Indianapolis. No, Indiana. The top part of Indiana on I-80, boy. That wind was shoving me everywhere, boy. And you talk about my nuts shrinking back up into my body. They wasn't hanging low, and my voice wasn't deep. It was like, oh Lord, oh Lord, Jesus, keep me. But I'm 44,000 in the bag, so I'm okay. I think about 76 or somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. But it was a little nerve wracking for a minute, but we got through it. Okay, Mega Millions at 50. You might have to pay to make it millions. But who knows? But you don't realize my first marriage, my wife would, you try to touch her, she like, don't touch me. She just hated me. Oh, at one point I just gave up. But normal, we have a routine. When I come home, I have to give her a hug. I remember when we first started, that used to get on my nerves. And she just stopped doing it. Because I told her it's getting on my nerves. They stopped doing that. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, where's my hug? I had to eat crow. Because she had initiated something that became a tradition in our household. Welcome home. I missed you, and so forth and so on. That was a tradition. When I leave, we do the same thing. I hug her, we kiss, goodbye. I actually like her. See, a lot of y'all thinking that love just helps everything. Now you gotta like that person too. A lot of times you be in love with somebody, but you hate their guts. Nobody want to talk about that. You can't just love a person anymore. You gotta like them. You gotta want to be around them. I like being around them. I like her. We've been together what, 11 years now. We've been together 11 years. And I still giggle when she calls. I still smile. Oh, that's normal. Pick that up. Hey, babe, what's going on? And we say the same goofy stuff. Good morning. How are you? She would do that. It was like, I don't know why. And then I just started laughing. And so I was like, well, how are you? You know? But it's a morning greet. And we do the same thing all the time. And you're not understanding. It took years to get that negative energy out of me to enjoy a regular schmegular relationship. To enjoy a regular relationship. It ain't fantastic, but it's regular. That's all I ever wanted. We get on each other's nerves, but we still good. We still cool. We'll never stop not being cool. I might be frustrated, but because I love and like her, that frustration don't last that long. And I know the same thing. She gets frustrated with me, and then we back together. I mean, we're never apart, but other than me being on the road. But the regular schmegular is the biggest turn on I've ever had. Everybody talk about sexual, that's the biggest turn on. I'm in a regular schmegular relationship. That is so sexy. It's unbelievable. to be in a regular schmegular relationship is unbelievably awesome. Even when you're down, I was telling Norma, even when I'm down, she can find a way to make me feel better. Because I remember one time I was upset. I was like, I'm not getting any miles. She said, calm down. You're trying. Just relax. You'll get them. It's so funny. We were laughing because I used to call up and complain. Now, since I've been shutting up, I've been getting back to back to back to back loads. Last couple of days, I've been having like 30 minutes left on my clock to get to the next load. So we both figured out I need to learn how to shut the hell up. And now I get miles. I was like, she said, well, you know, and I was like, well, we got to do what works. So what you, she said, well, what you going to do? I said, I'm going to shut the fuck up. I ain't going to complain about nothing. Like right now, I'm driving like I'm a freaking truck driver. Like I'm gonna be late for this load. But I had to slow down. Why? Because snow and sleet was coming down. The wind was blowing. It was getting crazy. I pulled over for a minute. But hold up. Screw this load. I need to be safe. But then after that, hey, I can only do what I can only do. That's all you can do. You can only do what you can only do. A lot of drivers will listen to. It was like one person. They showed it on their Qualcomm. Oh, you got changed. You need to chain up and keep moving. We need this load there. No, it's in the FFCS with an FMCSA. You can't bully me to move that load if I don't think it's safe. Well, you ain't gonna get no load. Well, guess what?
Follow the highway for 8 miles.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna be alive. F you and this load. I'm gonna be alive. I could always quit. That's why you see them guys on I-80 with the trucks flipped over there in Wyoming. That's a high wind area. If you don't go through I-80 and heavy as heck, you need to drop down to 70 and go through the mountains. It's as simple as that. If you got 10, 15,000 pounds in the back, you need to drop down to 70 and go through the mountains. Go through Colorado and keep on going. Because that's what FedEx do. FedEx got the papers and all that stuff. You need to learn, if I need to keep moving, I need to figure it out. You can figure it out, you just got to have the experience. You got to know someone who knows. I didn't know there's a way through, that way until, my friend Charles, he's a multi-million mile driver. He said, no, go through 70 to go to this road, go get this U.S. highway, and then bam, 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 you'll be there. Oh, okay, thanks. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Don't get mad. Just be calculated in what you do. That's it. Just be calculated. Oh, where we at? Okay, I got about an hour and a half till we get there. Yeah, hour and 38. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, Lord. But everybody has a story. Everybody has a story to tell. I'm gonna add another link. There's a woman I went to school with. She wrote a book, and she's got a YouTube page. Not that many people on it, but I told her, look, you can come up on my page, or I could go on yours, and I can explain, and not give you the ropes, but give you a starting point. You know, we could talk about Nightbot. We could talk about the stuff like, you know, YouTube. What the heck is going on here, bro? YouTube studios and what you can do in YouTube studios, and talking about networking, and talking about you know, making friends, because I got some wonderful friends that I've never actually physically met on this digital platform. Make friends. These people will be your backbone to start something. Take your time. You will grow. You know, you just got to give it some time. Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh, I thought that's actually the clouds. I said all that fuzziness, that's actually the clouds. Ain't that crazy? I was gonna clean it. I was like, I didn't clean the thing. That's actually the clouds. But when you start at a starting point, and then you come up with ideas, because there's people that started before and after me, and a lot of people, they, you know, especially the new ones, and you see it all the time. Why don't you check my channel? Why don't you watch my channel? Blah blah blah. And that's not how you need to be. And those are the things that I'll say. Look at this fool. Look at these people. Do you not realize it? See that one on the right came right up in my blind spot, and then you were like, well, why'd you hit me? Why was you in my blind spot? Ain't that crazy? But it's all good. Here's all the traffic, and we're on the west side of downtown, west side of Illinois. Ain't that crazy? But hey, it's all good. I got 90 miles. See, these are people, see, like, here's another one. Driving along the sides, they're sneaking in. They do that because you don't know how to get up. You know there's traffic every day. You know it's traffic. You don't know how to get up. I'm gonna stop and let them in. I started racing them. You don't know how to get up on time, and then you darting in and out of traffic and doing some illegal crap. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like when, you know, if there's an accident, there'll be a truck driver driving in the middle of the road to block people from coming over. I've done it a few times. I said, let me stop before somebody starts shooting at me. They start pissing people off. Okay. Hold on. Yep. See, but doing this, if you set yourself up, you won't give yourself a freaking coronary. I already know mentally, I'm coming into Chicago. Expect traffic. It's gonna be late. What the heck? Hold on.
From most of you are entering a high wind warning area. Expect dangerous winds that can affect vehicle control. Reduce speed or stop driving if necessary.
Oh no, this ain't a high wind area right here. I mean, boy, earlier this morning you could hear it. Like, uh-oh, this is gonna suck. hopefully, hopefully we're done with the high winds. Hopefully. But when you set yourself up mentally, okay, well, I'm gonna be sitting in traffic. This load gonna get there when it get there. You know what I'm saying? When you do that, your blood pressure, your beats per minute just drops. Hey, this baby gonna get there when it get there. It gets there when it get there. Hey, good morning. I see someone else is driving. Another driver, welcome in. Drop your link. Any of you new guys, drop your link. Hashtag can't stop. Or hashtag can't stop with the apostrophe. Either way, because I can't spell worth a lick. I went to Amityville High School, that's why. I can't spell worth a lick. Hashtag can't stop. Drop your link. We'll check you out. Hey, Crooked, did you see my short where I started? See, I'm all over the place. This ain't a specific channel. Why? Because this is a healing journey. This is all the stuff that I've done. Newly married truck driver. I still say I'm newly married because we still in the honeymoon stage to me. Learning how to live, love, and survive. How hard can it be? This wonderful woman made it easy. But I found, and not that I found through the gardening community, I was trying to do it anyway. I just didn't know. Now I have people that actually I can learn from. And I did it before, but now I've done it again, and I have 3 rows of beets and 2 rows of peppers that I am germinating. And I noticed yesterday that 3 of my beet plants, I said, what's that little red speck? They freaking germinate. And why did I choose beets? Because I'm an over-the-road truck driver with high blood pressure problems and stuff. Guess what helps that? Beets. So why not grow something that is nasty as hell, but it's good for me? Okay, I'll wait. I'm waiting. I'm gonna grow it in the truck, and when they get bigger, I'm gonna get another pot or 2. I'm gonna keep some in the truck with me and let them suckers grow, and the rest I'm gonna put on my porch and let them grow. And then I can add myself, hey, I'm part of the gardening community. I'm a trucker gardener wannabe, because I be watching too much of Mike's Chaotic Gardening, where you might as well have a daggone farm there, Mike, because that's some awesome stuff. And I said, Crooked, I know you do the same. But the thing is, I'm just trying, because I'm the positive vibes that I get from you guys watching your stuff said, hey, they find enjoyment in it, let me give it a try. So I'm adding water, and okay, did I do it right? Did I put enough peat moss on the top of the seed to see if it goes? Am I adding too much water? Should I water it today? Am I doing this right? Am I getting too much water? Blah, 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 blah. And that positive feedback, when you're alone 99.9% of the time, stressed out as all get out, when you have something as goofy as seeds strapped to your seat, and you're saying, well, let me check my little plants. How y'all doing this morning? How are you? How you doing? I'm doing fine. Well, thank you. You start the day outright positive, even though the people can get on your last freaking nerve. You start out positive, and that positive stuff, you can't help but be happy. Even when someone else is a dick, you can't help but stay happy. Even though someone else has had a bad day, you can't help but not add to the drama and the frustration because you want to be positive. Living a positive life is so much better than the one I used to live. Hello, somebody. And if you know, there's so many people that's negative that they don't even understand that they're negative. I was looking on a TikTok, there's some pastor saying, y'all gonna bring your tax returns in here. I want to see how much you make. Ninja, please. I wish you would. And I'm saying this in a positive way. You better be happy with what I give you, because that's all you get. Until my innermost being tells me to change. See, I don't just give to people out here. As a truck driver, people, they take advantage of it. There's professional beggars out here. They come to the truck stops, they stay in front of the truck stops because they think we're rich. We broke as you are. But they'll dress up and But when my spirit says, hey, go give that person something. And I remember one time I did that. I felt so good about myself. This guy was camping out in the park. I used to cut through this park. And, you know, I said, I'm bringing some water back. I'm gonna get a gallon or two for him. He's got a dog. I'm gonna give him some dog food. I don't think he got a can of it. I got a whole chicken. And I said, here, bro. You know, you don't know me for, he's all thanks. And I felt it in my spirit that, you know, and nobody else knew. I tell y'all for a witness to say, hey, help somebody that's down. Even though you broke, there's somebody broken in you. Ain't that crazy? I might not be able to give you money, but, you know, I could give you some time. I could give you this. I could do this. Because people don't realize it's hard when you're alone. And you don't think nobody else believes in you. You don't think nobody else, yeah, you can do it. Or we can do it together. You know what I'm saying? We can do it together. Oh. And people, of course, I'm the slow one, so they're going to jump in front of me. I'm going into Wisconsin, which I like, because they got these places called Quick Trips with a K. You go shopping in there like it's like a mini little it's a gas station, but you can get some fresh vegetables and stuff, and might get me some chicken nuggets. I don't know. Yeah, I pull over and get another cup of coffee, but we'll see. So is the sun coming up there where you guys at? Because this sucks. I'm in Central. This is a bit rough. I'm freaking dying here. You know how it is. I have to pull over and make some coffee. No. Oh, okay. Oh, man. When I got up this morning, I actually made up my bed. It ain't really made up, but It's my version of made up. It's my version of made up. Oh boy. There's a train over there. Oh, excuse me. Sorry guys. A little tired. You know how it is when that conversation goes on and then you just run dry. You run dry. We're gonna stop at an hour and be done with it. I'm thinking, because like I said, next week I got to do my wife's thing. I'm gonna go order a cake. I'm gonna order a cake, and and I gotta get her present together, and I gotta work on my speech. You know, the happy birthday speech, and get some clothes. But I think I'm going to. I said I was only going to take 3 days off. I think I'm going to take 4 days off, because one day I got to make sure it's all about her, and then I got to get some other stuff done, and I need to at least have a day and a half to do that renovation I want to do in the front lawn, which is dethatch, aerate, and top dress. So we're gonna do all 3 of those, and hopefully everything else will be cool from there. But we'll see. We should see. Excuse me. Get a little quiet. Just trying to focus on this road. We're heading into Milwaukee. I think that's where I'm going. I think. Let me see. Hold on. No, Wisconsin. It's crazy. I can't find no Wisconsin cheddar. They got the curds. I don't want curds. Curds are nasty. But I want the Wisconsin cheddar cheese. I mean, hopefully I can find a spot where I can go to the supermarket and get me some real Wisconsin cheddar. Take some home with me, Well, we'll see. I'm gonna need to find a rest there. I need to make another cup of coffee. I can't just pull over the hot hole on the road. I'm gonna need to find a rest there so I can make a good cup. Morning, Wellness. How you doing? Morning, Urban. What's going on? It's crazy. I can't see nothing else, but I can see the little, images on the left screen. It tells me who it is. I can't see nothing else. I can't see those little small, itty bitty words. And like, how are you? How are you and them? I was saying earlier that something that you do on your channel, which is the positive affirmations, that rubbed off on me. I'm a person that learns from watching and seeing, And I just want to say thank you. Keep doing that. Keep having the positive affirmation, because a lot of people don't realize they're walking in their own hidden pain. I'm okay when you're not. I'm all right when you're not. I'm surviving, barely. And people need positive affirmations in their lives. And I just want to say thank you for doing that. Because a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand that someone needed to hear that. When you say and you give good positive advice, someone needed to hear that. I tell my story not because I'm looking for attention. It used to be it years ago on Facebook. Oh, pray for me, my life sucks. No, not anymore. I say it because I know when you hear that, someone needs to hear this. I'm not going to be that one to say someone needs. I'm just going to say it. This is what I've been through. Yeah, it sounds stupid, but somebody connects with that. You know what? I never bought nothing till my mid-40s either. I was with someone that didn't want me, but didn't want nobody else to have me. What? Yeah. And wanted me to stay and be miserable. My own son wanted me to stay and be miserable. And I told him, hey, I love you, but this is my life. I gotta be happy. In the last 11 years, I've never been happy. We're not even talking right now, but that's a whole nother story. But I told him, I'm not, y'all want me to stay miserable because I have boundaries now. You want me to be miserable because everybody else wants to treat me like crap and you've seen it? And you didn't even speak up? Well, hey, okay. Don't worry about me, bro. I'm a survivor and I know how to be positive.
Keep right.
It took a while. I'm going to be positive one way or another. Like this. The traffic's gone. It's probably going to be a little bit more, who knows. But I came through here knowing, okay, well, I'm going to hit traffic. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. So instead of me being, what got my way? Get out of my way! You mother effer. I'm like, okay, I'm in traffic. You're in Chicago. What do you expect? I'm in traffic. Oh, okay. See what I'm saying? When you sit there and adjust your lifestyle to be positive. I'm in traffic. Let's play chase. Let's play chase the car in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Let's focus on staying in the middle of the lane, even though you're tired and you're swerving all over the place. There was another driver in the chat. I don't know if he or she is still in here. You know what I'm saying when you see somebody wiggling early in the morning, you know they're tired. So you either pass them or stay behind them and give them a wide berth. You know they're tired. Why? Because they wiggling. So I play a game. Let's learn. Hey, another reason why I do. Okay. I got 11 miles. I got to sit 290. Another reason why I love YouTube and doing this that Mike gave me the idea. It helps me stay focused in the middle of the lane and I'm not wiggle. If I wasn't online, I'd be all over the place. See, you guys are keeping me in the middle of the lane. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Positive affirmations with affirmations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh man. Hey Urban, put a 1 in the chat if you're going live this weekend. And put your time up there, you know. Anybody else going live this weekend, let us know so we can look you up and appreciate you. Drop your link, like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta find a place to put my sneakers. Cause I got them on the top bunk, but I don't have the net out there. And I hit the brakes and that sucker went flying. Like, what my sneakers down here? And they really look really good, so I might not wear them on the road. I gotta get me a cheaper pair. I only paid $30, $35 for them, but I gotta look for another pair. Well, I like them, I don't want to get them dirty. Oh, okay. All right, we'll be looking for you. We'll be looking for you this weekend. I started being depressed last night. I'm talking about positive because I stopped for the evening in northern Ohio, and it looked like sleet was coming down. I'm like, I'm just sick of this. I want to spring. But down in Georgia, I can look on my camera and my lawn's greening up. So growing season is coming, and I can't wait. Growing season is coming, and I can't freaking wait. I can't freaking wait. Growing season is coming, and we are going to. We're going to enjoy this. We're going to figure it out. Right now, now I can drive like a normal truck driver. Let's see here. Okay. 5 miles at 290. I think I'm gonna start heading north somewhere around there. But like I said, if you want to learn about today's topics and more, plus the Canadian perspective on how to grow your plants in a northern environment, check out Urban Garden Chronicles. She's going to be coming live tomorrow morning. I can make sure I get up. Well, I should be able to. Oh yeah, today is Friday. I was like, oh yeah, normally, Michael, it's been a few times I started, well, think about it Thursday, and it was Monday. Hey, Thursday is Monday. I was like, oops, sorry. Talk about it Tuesday. Tuesday it's Saturday. Oops. Sorry. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little wind. Let's see. Hopefully we're gonna be okay. All right, guys, it is time to shut this down. I need to listen to some loud music to get my behind down the road. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of my live. You're well appreciated. You have blessed me this morning, waking me up and helping me get down the road. Thank you, because I was sweating before I got on this morning. I was like, oh snap, should I pull over? If I feel one more gust, I'm done. I'm done for the morning. But as always, guys, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. We will see y'all Monday. Coming up next, wellness is going to take the stage with what? Positive affirmations and fashion sense. I gotta make you a commercial. Positive affirmations and fashion sense. And after that, cruising is fun anytime. Coming up after that, 9 o'clock with her crew, go live together. And Miss T at 9:15. Y'all have a blessed day. Miss T left me a comment on my channel. The goat actually visited me on my channel. Thank you, appreciate you. All right, I'll see you guys Monday. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Deuces.